They are finally doing it. The thing the RNC has been telling us they were going to do for years, they finally found a backbone. They are doing it. Yes! I have been saying this for years, that Republicans need to play by the same rules as Democrats, who have been, honestly, decades ahead of Republicans on get out the vote, early voting, and lawfare. Finally, the message got through. Republicans are turning out in droves. In some states, even beating Democrats at their own game. Most recently, tallies in New Jersey, blue New Jersey of all places, Republicans early in-person voting rocking 144,000 with Democrats trailing at 139,000. Arizona, Republicans racking up over 678,000 to the Democrats' 550,000. Now, look, don't get complacent. I'm just telling you this to motivate you more. Get everyone to the polls. I'm not telling you who to vote for. But if you're watching this show, you either already know who to vote for or you work for some left-wing media watchdog trying to write something bad about me. So look, so many people are voting early in Nevada, they ran out of paper. This is why taking a page out of the Democrat playbook on this voting strategy is great. Look, in past elections, the vast majority of Republicans waited till Election Day, and when these types of things happened, there was no other opportunity to vote the next day. Yes, you have the right to vote, but if you didn't get to vote, then you didn't get to vote. That's the reality. Republicans have finally figured this out. Now, if we run out of paper now, you can just go back the next day. You know, on day of voting, you can't go back. This happened in 2022. Dems voted early, and Republicans ran out of paper the day of. It just happened. Yes, you have the right to vote, but if they don't count it, then they don't count it. All the lawsuits after the fact don't matter. After it's certified, doesn't matter. We saw that in the past. So now that Republicans are voting early and in many states outnumbering Democrats, the left is freaking out. We just saw what happened in Pennsylvania. I'd be lying to you if I said I knew for a fact that this was part of some central plan by Democrats, but you reach your own conclusions. The fact of the matter is that people and Republicans were the only ones making videos about it. Just were. Republicans were getting turned away from voting 4 hours before the polls actually were scheduled to close. We had the PA councilwoman on here yesterday who got arrested for telling people to stay in line. This happened, folks. But you did this. The good people of Pennsylvania brought this to light. This is the way. This is the way. No matter where you live, politely record your situation, don't break the law, and make it go viral. And then the RNC and the Trump campaign will sue, just like they sued Pennsylvania. And they won. Because of that, Bucks County had to extend their early voting from October 29th to November 1st. But you know what's super suspect? You go to the Bucks County Twitter page right now. Go ahead and check it out. As of like an hour ago when we put all these elements together for the show, there is a graphic that clearly says early voting closes October 29th. Well, 2 days later, now October 31st, here today, there's no update for the lawsuit that they lost mandating them to keep it open till November 1st. They got a happy Diwali day or something dumb like that right at the top. So I know it's updated, as of a few hours ago. Super weird, huh? At Bucks County Gov'd. It'd be a shame if people tagged you in this segment when it comes out on X. Also in PA, a TV station accidentally aired election results for the state, showing Kamala Harris winning the state by 5. Now look, to be fair, they were testing graphics and probably accidentally put it on air. They said in a statement, by the way, those numbers should not have appeared on the screen, and it was an error by WNEP that they did. The numbers seen on the screen were randomly generated test results sent out to help news organizations make sure their equipment is working properly in advance of the election night. Right. I have my suspicions about that, considering we use probably very similar technology here. And you have to manually input those results. So to get what you saw on TV, look, I clicked all the states red just to see what it would look like. Look, we play around with this stuff all the time here, but we don't put it on air. Just maybe, it got put on air by accident, but somebody maybe was also plugging in numbers that they wanted to see, and it went to air by, I don't know. A lot of scenarios here, but something didn't happen by accident. And on the backs of the Virginia SCOTUS ruling, allowing them to remove non-citizens from their voter rolls, Ohio is now seeking a similar resolution. But guess who's standing in their way? Oh, man, more Democrats.
LaRose claims the Department of Homeland Security failed to give Ohio access to federal citizenship verification records that are needed to prevent those non-citizens from voting.
So Ohio just sued the Biden administration for not allowing them access to 3 separate databases to verify people on their voter rolls are actually citizens. Now, why would they do that? Oh, right, for the same reason they imported all those Haitians that are eating geese out of public ponds right now, maybe. Michigan caught a glitch. Laura Trump tweeting, quote, "Our election integrity team received reports of thousands of duplicate ballots in Michigan. We immediately investigated and have confirmed that it was a glitch in the system. These duplicates were not and will not be counted. We are on it protecting the vote." They won't count because they caught it, because of you. You guys reported these things and you got loud. You know I'm saying all elections, I always say this, they're all local. This is the perfect example. You guys, you found this glitch that otherwise might not have been found. You see what I'm saying here? The oversight, the local oversight is working, but we need you guys to be vigilant. We got a couple more days of this. In Wisconsin, a federal lawsuit has been filed against the Department of Transportation, alleging the DMV turned over confidential data containing personal info of millions of Americans and non-citizens for targeted voter registration and outreach efforts. 2 nonprofits run by a known Democrat operative was allegedly in receipt of these things. Can't wait to see how this one plays out. Vote early. Vote in person, folks. I'm not accusing anyone of anything here for legal reasons, but I'm not handing my ballot to someone from a union, the post office union, that endorsed the person I'm not voting for. I'm definitely not putting it in one of those boxes because police say the mystery ballot box arsonist could be planning more attacks. Folks, for the first time in the history of ever, Republicans are not only doing what they said they would do, but they are playing by the same rules as the Democrats, voting early, hitting back, using lawfare, and as I said yesterday, picking every battle. Republicans have finally realized, that the battles they don't pick, they lose. None of these are conspiracies, none of these are theories. These are things that are happening, and Republicans are winning. It's not fake news, there's no misinformation. They'll try to label it that, but it's not, it's real. We got the court documents to prove it. Democrats are pulling out all the stops because the deep state and the establishment, they are literally fighting for their lives. Every suit the Democrats are defending right now, they are on the side of making elections less secure. And there's only one reason they would do that. Because a Trump victory means the end of their power. It means the end of their gravy train and their exponential rule over us through bureaucracy, making us pay more as taxpayers. If Democrats win this election, though, guaranteed they will make D.C. a state, giving them 2 more Democrat senators, because D.C. votes 92% Democrat. They will pack the Supreme Court. And, folks, I would bet my bottom dollar that they are going to lock up Elon Musk. They tried to do it for Trump. Hold the line.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.